everyone, welcome back to the homestead. As promised, I'm going to go ahead and harvest, hopefully I'm going to harvest these container grown potatoes. We have never successfully grown potatoes before, so I'm trying these tubs to see if this works. So we have some really good soil in here. We fertilized it with rabbit manure and also some homegrown compost. Once the potato plants die down like these have right here, they're ready to be harvested. So I have no idea what these look like underneath. We haven't tried harvesting any of them, so if it failed, I guess we get to witness it together. Let's dump it out and find out. I have a piece of tarp down here on the ground so that I can catch all of the soil, because I'm going to take that soil, put it right back in the tub, and I will plant another round of potatoes in the very near future, hopefully. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness. We grew potatoes. The nice thing about growing potatoes this way, instead of growing them in the ground and then having to dig them up, when they're in a container like this, you don't have to reach down in there with a pitchfork, and so there's no risk of cutting them up. So that's nice. All right, so it looks like we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many is that? 7 potatoes. A couple of them are small, but most of them are pretty decent size. So let's see what the next tub looks like. Okay, so I thought we were done, and I almost put this tub back. Look at this. There's a whole other plant in here. So I actually started this with 3 potatoes. I put 3 potatoes in each one of these tubs, and so I have 7 in there and 7 right here. So 14 potatoes out of the 3. And I don't think one of them sprouted at all. So really 7 potatoes out of 2. That's not bad. All right, so we actually got 17 potatoes out of that first tub. Let's see how the second one does. Wow, I am loving this. So what we did is we started with a half full tub, placed the potatoes down, buried them, and then when they sprouted, then we added more soil on it. So this actually is growing potatoes all the way down to the bottom of these pots. This is really cool. Y'all can tell I didn't grow potatoes before, right? Because this is really exciting. And look, we have earthworms growing in there. So this little tub has its own little ecosystem. I love it. Look, we have potatoes all the way down to the bottom. $17, $18, $19, plus some really tiny ones, and they're so cute. They're gonna taste delicious. So happy. Yeah, I think this way definitely for sure is working. So in the near future, we're gonna hopefully be filling up the entire front of the garden with these containers. We're gonna do the same thing, fill it up with good soil, add some good compost to it, some rabbit manure, plant those potatoes in there. I did not cut them up beforehand. I just put the potatoes whole, because what I've learned, well, what I've heard is when you cut them up, you might get bigger potatoes, but you'll get fewer potatoes. So if you leave the potato whole, then you may get smaller potatoes, but you'll get more of them. So in the long run, you're really growing about the same harvest. That's what I heard. I don't know. I wanted to try it this way. And guys, I would think this is a huge success. I'll go ahead and get all of these dumped out. I will weigh everything for you, and I will let you know how many pounds of potatoes we got out of 21 single potatoes. Well, here we are. We started with 21 potatoes. This is a 5-gallon bucket, and it's about 3/4 of the way full. I would say for the first time ever, we have finally successfully grown potatoes. Definitely a system that we're going to be sticking to. By the way, if you're wondering why I have the fences around these, is because my sweet cat Daisy thinks these are her litter box, and putting a fence inside these tubs keeps her out of there. So just in case you're wondering. Thank y'all so much for sticking with us. Till the next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.